Are you ready to get your key?
What key, sir?
Key to the good life.
With the beautiful, expansive, and yet superficial Living in Bondage Breaking Free, first-time director Ramsey Nouah attempts to add new mythology to the already existing canon of money ritual storyline that solely began the Nollywood industry that we know today, which despite of all its promises, beautiful acting, brilliant technical execution, and entertaining value, ultimately misses its mark. Let's review.
The 6.
Set 27 years after the event of the first movie, Living in Bondage Breaking Free follows the story of Nnamdi Okeke, son of Andy Okeke from the first Living in Bondage. Nnamdi is an ambitious young man who wants more out of life. The issue is, he can't afford the kind of lifestyle he wants with his current income. An encounter with Chief Ibaka, a family friend with a notorious dark past, opens the door to all he has dreamt, but it all comes at a great price that will change his life forever. Beginning with our protagonist, Living in Bondage Breaking Free gets off to an impressive start as it sleekly establishes part of the conflict of the film, with Nnamdi having to deal with setback in the course of achieving the lifestyle that he envisions for himself. But unlike Andy Okeke, who was at rock bottom and had no choice but to take the path of darkness, Nnamdi Okeke only suffers minor setback, which doesn't carry enough gravitas to make a character all that truly desperate. Presented as a sequel to the O.G. of Nollywood movies, the movie struggles to expand the lore and world building of the ritualist cult in a way that feels authentic. It helps that the cinematography is stunning with a wider scope to bring us into it, but not enough to make us know our way around its new territory. This is of course given the fact that it credits 5 people on its story. Furthermore, as the movie slides into its second act, it drags too long without any real narrative or emotional attachment with its characters and tries too hard to make other original cast members, well, besides Kenneth Okonkwo of course, feel relevant when in honesty they added nothing more than nostalgia to the entirety of the picture. Kenneth Okonkwo returned as Andy Okeke manages to lend this movie a validity and dramatic weight needed to balance the light versus darkness theme that plagues most old Nollywood movies. Swanky JKA or Jeka, we're truly not sure how to pronounce that, but anyways, truly delivers on his part as the protagonist of this story and in some cases make us relate to his journey and idea of when things start going your way. But the movie doesn't properly channel or build on the flow or create an organic chemistry between him and Munachi Abi enough to actually make us believe they are truly in love or enough for him to even challenge the 6 for it. It does the same thing in the final act of the movie with the Shonfakwa brother dynamic, which seemed too convenient. Now, truth be told, we know it's no easy feat directing and starring in your own movie, but Ramsey manages it almost seamlessly, yet somehow made it feel like he was phoning in his performance. Majority of the supporting characters are utterly weak with non-existent development to aid the story or even the narrative in any way. Don't even get us started on the blogger. If you take out some of these characters, it wouldn't even shake the foundation of the movie. Now, while its visual effects, soundtrack, and sound design can be commended, however, its unexplainable use of the Force and celestial mystery to Richard's character only exists to add cheap tension to the characters around him and to whet the ground for a possible sequel. Also, the subtitling is quick to appear and disappear, and sometimes it's nowhere to be found when needed by those who are foreigners to the Igbo language. We already understand how the money ritual thing works because the first movie was able to make us see and learn about the dangers and consequences involved in going into it. And this is where we were hoping Living in Bondage Breaking Free will expand upon using social commentary on how today's youth are eager for the rich and famous lifestyle, but instead it just retread the same themes as the one before it. The movie had everything to make it work beyond expectation, but somehow in spite of all of that manages to fundamentally misunderstood practically everything that made the original film so endearing. In the end, Living in Bondage is nothing short of ambitious, and like any big venture, that ambition comes with some flaw no matter how small, which can be forgiven at first for how entertaining it is and the technical pizzazz it employs. But a weak dangling subplot and draggy pacing that can't quite commit to its supposed intent gravely rob the movie of any message, themes, or power. Living in Bondage will likely score itself some new generation of fans for its entertaining value and still has some consequential things to say, but the way it chose to handle its narrative execution and players is what makes it short of greatness. We can say it's averagely okay, but that's not how the Force works. For more movie review, check out what we thought about King of Boys and the Once Upon a Time Oscar contender Lionheart. And be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon for notification, follow us on all social media platforms, and as always, thanks for watching.